All right, Happy New Year. So, I am a very big fan of the yearly wrap up and the look forward, but I find that I can get quite daunted with the list formats. And I have been going through some list formats, good list formats, ones that are used a lot. But I find that it takes a very long time and it taxes my brain and it does drain me quite a lot. So, I have come up with something that I feel embodies the same concept, but is a much more palatable and enjoyable, more visual format. And I want to share that with you in case it also resonates with you. So, what we have here is we have the path of life, okay? And this is something that's ongoing until, we kick the bucket at the end, but hopefully that's a long ways down into the future. And as we go along our path of life, we are encountering hurdles. So along this path, what you're going to do is you are going to pop in your hurdles, and these are going to be your little Tuscan hills. So I want you to imagine this as your little lane through Tuscany, and these are your Tuscan hills. Now, each hill had to be dealt with. It had to be climbed to work your way through this path. So every hill is going to get one or more cypress trees. And each cypress tree is going to represent what you did to overcome that hurdle, that hill, that challenge. What was your strength? What was your approach? Now, it's possible that you've done nothing for some of these, in which case you don't put one. It's possible you've done a lot for something, in which case you put a lot. Okay? And for each hurdle, you layer it with cypress trees popping out from behind or off to the side or what have you. Okay? And then the last thing you're going to look at is going ahead. So, flowers. Flowers represent new growth, beauty, hope, possibility, birth. The flowers that you're going to associate with each of your hills is going to represent what you need to do next year to continue to conquer this hurdle. There might be new hurdles that you spot, possibly. You can add those on your journey, and they can get a little flower. You might not have an answer for some of your flowers. That's completely okay. Completely okay. The point is that at the end of this, what you're going to see is you're going to see that you've just had a year of growth, right? Every time you're presented with a hurdle, it's an opportunity to grow. And some argue that that's why we're here. That's why our spirits embody human form, so that we have an opportunity to go through growth, opportunities for growth. And you grew because you took a stab at figuring out what to do about what was presented, and you might not have resolved the issue. There might still be more to be done. And that's what you're going to look at next year. That will be your starting point for next year. And this took me an hour to do. There is a video if you would like to do this together. I'll put the link to that in the description. And I welcome you to join me if you have an hour to share with me. Otherwise, you have the lay of the land and you can sit and do your own. I used pencil crayons, I used a marker, of course a rubber to erase some things, some highlighters, nothing hectic, just a piece of paper. You can do this on a large sheet if you happen to have one. You could do this on watercolor paper, you could do this on a canvas, it doesn't matter. I've done this in the most accessible, artistic way possible. The absolute basics that we all used back in primary school and may not have touched since then. All right? So I wish you well. I hope this is an insightful activity, and I hope it feels like time well spent. Much love and Happy New Year.